Hey, what's going on, Geminis? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your November read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And with all that being said, let's get to it. Didn't sound right. Let's get it. Number 3, 4, Gemini. What's going on for the Gemini? For Gemini for November 2021. All right, Gemini. So the first thing I see, Gemini, is I feel like the energy that you have around you is from a past person, for someone that you already know. You know, with that Six of Cups, I feel like this is someone that you already know, and I feel like you have a history with this person. Now, I feel like with this person, it started to get serious, and I feel like that's when I feel like you kind of put a hold on the whole thing. I feel like it was moving along. You know, I feel like you're really catching feelings for this person. But I feel like it was almost like there was a point where you started to overthink. You know, you started to look at the negatives instead of the positives. You know, I feel like there was a lot of back and forth in the thought process here. I feel like you really wanted to make sure that what you felt for this person was real. So I feel like it's almost like you took a step back just to make sure. And I feel like you were trying to weigh the pros and the cons. You know, making sure that you weren't making a mistake. Making sure that you weren't doing something that you were going to regret. Because I feel like the amount of feelings that you have for this person, I feel like they were really strong, and I feel like you didn't want to get overwhelmed in that. And I feel like you really had to think it through. So it's almost like I feel like you put almost like you put a pause. Not because you wanted to end it, but because you wanted to make sure that this is where you wanted to go. Making sure that your feelings were real, and making sure that how they felt about you was real as well. You know, you wanted to make sure you knew what you wanted. Because I feel like you had other options. And I feel like that's where we started to really think about this, is because it's almost like you wanted to make sure this was the right move before you made it, because there is other options for you. And I feel like once other options come into the picture, I feel like it does complicate situations, in the fact that, you know, then we start to wonder, you know, do I have feelings for these other people? Do I see a future with these other people? Or how I feel about this past person, is this the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, or at least give them that opportunity? You know, and I feel like it's almost like that situation of cold feet. You know, I feel like it started to get serious, and I feel like you really wanted to make sure that you were making all the necessary steps. You know, like I said, I don't feel like you really backed off. I just feel like you put it on pause. It's almost like you were standing your ground. You know, getting a clear view, because sometimes when we're around a person and we start having really strong feelings for them, sometimes it's in our best interest to take a step back for a minute, just to make sure that you're not just getting overwhelmed with the, you know, with that passion. I feel like there's a lot of passion and energy between this person. I feel like there's a lot of, fiery energy. I feel like there's, you just wanted to make sure there was something more here than just a physical connection, and that this emotional connection was as real for them as it was for you. I feel like you just looked into it. Now, I feel like once you became sure of what you wanted, that's when things got even more complicated for you, because I feel like you made the decision. This is who you wanted to move forward with, and I feel like that's when it got complicated, because I feel like this person was kind of picking up on you being hesitant, and I feel like I really feel like they started to look too deeply into you not being sure. And I feel like it made them try to, really feel defeated, feeling like you were pushing them away. But in fact, you weren't really pushing them away, but that's how they felt. They felt defeated. They felt like they know what they wanted. And I feel like they thought that you wanted the same thing. And then all of a sudden you went kind of cold on them a little bit. And I feel like that really, really affected them more than you think it might. And I feel like they started to change a little bit. I see some big changes coming, and I feel like those big changes was this person being, holding back a little bit. It's almost like the tables have turned. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in the beginning you were the one being hesitant. Now they're being hesitant. I feel like they read a little too deeply into, you thinking about this. But I don't feel like it's changed what they want from you. I feel like once you start giving more into them, I feel like it will balance itself out. I feel like, we have that temperance card. I feel like things will balance out. And I feel like you're going to get back on track. I just feel like it was a matter of you being a little hesitant. They took that as some form of rejection. I just see two people that came together, is what I see. Two people that came together, and there was something more than either one of you expected. And I feel like it's, it started to make you, when we meet that person we're meant to meet, sometimes we have questions and sometimes we have cold feet. And it happens even before you get married. Sometimes we have cold feet. Like, is this the person I want to commit to the rest of my life? And sometimes, especially with somebody very intelligent, which I feel like I see a lot of intelligence on both sides, but I feel like sometimes we try to make it more logical, rather than just going with the flow. Some people will fall head over heels and just drop right into it. But then some people have to do all the due diligence to get there. And I feel like that's what you were doing. And I feel like they took it the wrong way. And I feel like they almost became a little bit hesitant themselves. I just feel like neither one of you were really expecting to have these type of feelings, and I really did. I feel like it started off more of a physical connection, and I feel like it went to somewhere that neither one of you expected it to go, and I feel like that's when we started to really think about this. We started to really look at it and make sure that we're making the right step, because we don't want to have any regrets. And like I said, for you have all these other options, and picking one is completely cutting those options off. So you wanted to make sure that it was the right move. But I feel like once you were sure, then it kind of was their turn to be overthinking and cautious. But I don't feel like that's going to slow you down much, because I do feel like you are going to gain that balance back. And I feel like, this person only thinks about you. You're on their mind all the time. And I feel like it was a matter of perspective. I feel like once they start seeing you coming out of your shell a little bit more, you being a little more involved, I feel like they're going to be more involved as well. And I feel like you are going to get what you want from this, what you've been waiting for. And I do see, like I said, I do see this moving forward. I do see this person finally making that offer. And I mean, it might have been an offer that they already made, but I feel like they're going to make it again. And I feel like maybe the offer they made before is what held you back. You know, sometimes when somebody makes a serious offer to us, that's when we have time to reflect and really gather our thoughts and make sure we're making a conscious decision and we're not just basing it on how we feel in the moment. Like I said, some people jump in the moment and they feel something for someone and they go all in. I don't feel like that was your style, and I feel like you really wanted to make sure. But I feel like now that you're sure, you know, like I said, I feel like there is a little bit of hesitance on their side because they felt that from you, but I feel like things are going to move forward. You know, I do see a foundation being built here. I mean, only good things. I see a lot of happiness. I see us, you know, building a foundation with that Four of Wands. We have the Sun card, and I feel like we have that Family card. So I feel like things are really going to move forward. You know, I do see a lot of celebration in the upcoming future for you, and the not so distant future for, you know, I do see a lot of forward movement. And like I said, I feel like at the end of the day, making that conscious decision is going to be the make or break moment here. You know, I feel like you needed to make sure, and you made sure, and now you can finally move forward. And I feel like that little bit of a hesitance you're getting from them, it was just I feel like they really didn't understand why it wasn't moving the way they thought it was going to move. I feel like that hesitance on your part caused them to be a little bit hesitant, but I feel like there's a lot of forward movement. I feel like you're finally going to get to where you wanted to go. I just feel like, you know, I just feel like it really took you by surprise, this connection, because I do see a lot of fiery energy. Like I said, I feel like it was something very physical and passionate in the beginning. And then all of a sudden, some real strong feelings emerged. And I feel like that's when we really had to take a step back and realize, you know, is this where I want to go? And I feel like you did. I just feel like you're just being cautious. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you being cautious caused them to be a little bit cautious. But I do feel like you are going to get back on track, and I do see a lot of forward movement. You know, we have a lot of fire: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and water as well: Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. You know, I just feel like two very intelligent people coming together and making a conscious decision. And I feel like I feel like your person was a little bit more on board to just take a leap than you were. But I feel like at the end of the day, I mean, we got to do what fits us. Some people just aren't the leap of faith type people. They got to really look into it. They got to weigh the pros and the cons. They got to make sure that they're not going to do something they're going to regret. And like I said, I mean, there's some people that fall head over heels in love and they go with it. It feels right to them. But not all of us are like that. And we can't, you know, we shouldn't have to apologize for that. You know, and you'll never have to apologize to this person. Now that things, like I said, when things start getting back on track, now that we can move forward, you know, I just feel like there is someone else that maybe complicated this a little bit. I feel like it wasn't all on you. I feel like there may have been one of those other options that you had, you know, may have threw some complications in there. And sometimes when we have multiple options, we have to figure out what is best for us. And like I said, you don't have to apologize for that. You should never apologize for making sure. You know, it's great that some people can fall head over heels in love and just drop in and take that leap of faith. But if that ain't you, that ain't you. You know, you never have to apologize. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. You never have to apologize for being you, doing what's best for you. And anybody that loves you and truly wants to be with you will understand that. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.